Okay. All right, I got Bruce Stevens here. He's a roofer, and we're getting this house, my mother's house, ready for sale. She had a roof done by a gentleman out of Brownsville. He declined to claim any responsibility for a lot of neglected work that we just discovered up here a couple of weeks ago. So I have my friend Bruce Stevens here and his workmate Ron. They're just going to go through and narrate a little bit and point out everything that this guy just did not do. Go ahead, Bruce.
Alright, well, first of all, they didn't flash the chimneys right. This is just straight L-metal. It should be step flashed underneath here with the counter flashing over top of it.
So that's not something that happened because it's old?
No, the shingle should go over top of this right here so the water can actually flow down and away from the chimney. Right now water's flowing inside and then going with it wherever, and I'd say within the next 2 or 3 years you'll probably end up having really bad wood right there.
Alright, so once again, that's not an age-related problem right there.
No,
okay, that's just
an error.
Okay, an error.
It's supposed to be step flashed in.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then right here, there's no flashing at all.
Right.
It should have been cut.
This is the big one. This is the big one here. This part is not visible to anywhere, and anybody in the yard or to the street, and so they just decided not to do this area at all.
In here you should have some kind of a flashing.
Your
miter,
a counter flash, and then step flash under that.
This is not an age-related problem, correct?
Correct.
All right.
But it's not.
Okay. Those are some areas up here you saw too, right?
Absolutely. Well, your ridge vent, that's not even done right.
Go ahead.
There's not
Go ahead.
ventilation on the roof. That's why the roof looks like this.
Okay. Someone also pointed out here, this insulation here, this zigzag pattern, but that's a pretty error. That's not a correct insulation there or some sort.
No.
You see that?
Yep. You're not supposed to stagger these less than 6 to 8 inches.
Yeah.
It's
pretty visible there. Same thing on this you said about the water going in on these?
I think it's too shallow to put a ridge vent on this.
Okay.
I think you should put it.
They don't have the right kind of ventilation on here. Ventilation system, I should say.
Alright.
That's not enough to release all the air inside your attic. It's got to flow out so that way your shingles don't deteriorate like they're doing.
Okay. The dish, he put that back on wrong?
Yeah, he didn't caulk around any of the bolts,
okay.
Which is obviously a leak hazard. I mean, that's
Sure.
self-explanatory.
Yep, it's already rusting.
Obviously, you can see what the problem is here. He left the shingles too long, then just caulked down everything.
And over time, that pressure was too much and broke that loose.
Oh yeah, there's nails that are up back here and everything.
That flashing probably should have been screwed down, you were saying?
Absolutely, it's too heavy of a flashing for roofing nails itself.
All right.
The roofing nails will pull right out.
And you saw a leak on the other side too, didn't you?
Yeah, there's one on the other side right here. All these joints, actually, if you look at these joints right here, anything that looks like this that has a hole in it, up, then there's this one, see, all the way up, this one.
Oh, I got my finger in the way, sorry. All right.
These nails should have seriously different kind of sealant over top of it, absolutely. Well, some don't even barely have any on it. But corners back here.
And then now this here is leaking here, right?
Yeah, what should have happened is they should have just wrapped this around. And then you don't have to caulk it, but if you leave it like this, you want to put a serious bead coming up.
Okay.
something that sticks to metal. Obviously, this stuff doesn't, so it comes off pretty
Yeah,
easy.
sure does. All right.
Need a belt.
Yeah, we all do these days.
And then, obviously, water's flowing inside down here.
Yeah, and we do have a leak about this, right about going along,
Yeah.
right
Well,
along this
because
line
the
here.
metal should be wrapped around this
Oops.
way, and then this metal goes over top of it. So when it hits it here in this corner, it's going to flow down and around on top of it then. Right now, it's actually coming around because water will hit, it'll come, bounce, and it'll just start coming in here. Because it's open coming this way, down here, it's called a buck seam.
Same thing on this side?
On this side also.
Yeah, so you don't want where the water can collect. You don't want that.
No, absolutely
You want
not.
your seam
And water collects
downstream.
behind here. What should have
Right.
been done is the man should have put a bit in for a saddle on the back of this chimney. So that way water will flow away from the chimney on the backside. Right now it stops, hits, and then in the middle it evaporates. So he didn't put any kind of a hump on this or nothing. So water's just going to sit here. It'll sit. As you can see, it'll even eat away at this
Yep.
that he put on there. Blackjack probably, that's it. So it looks like, it cracks like that, so over the years.
Okay. That's probably about it that we saw. Did we check that out already? I think we started there, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Bruce.
You're welcome, thank you.
Ron, I'll stop this tape now. The date is August 20th, I think. 21st, something like that. Thanks a lot, guys.
You're very welcome.
Wow, I just